DC Collectibles Icons. Yes, DC Collectibles started a new line of 6-inch figures, which are actually actual 6-inch figures due to if you get a ruler to them. They are a little bit smaller than what we're used to and stuff. This video here is basically showing you the advantage of these figures at this height, especially if you're a collector of Batman and vehicles. Throughout the history, Batman's had a lot of vehicles from movies or even the cartoons, whatever. So in my collection, I have a lot of Batman vehicles. So this video is to show you which vehicles can best go with this Batman figure from DC Collectibles. So the DC Collectibles Icon Batman has a soft cape, which does help to put him in vehicles, and also it does kind of hinder him to go in some vehicles. If it was cloth, it would have been a lot easier, but hey, without further ado, I'm going to show you at least 6 or 7 vehicles that he fits in, if you do have them, or some of them might still be available for you to purchase if you can find them on the secondary market, or hey, maybe they still have them in your store. So without further ado, let's start off with the obvious one, which would be Batmobile. One of the first Batmobiles here that I found that Batman figure goes good, fits very well in, is the 1966 car from Mattel, the Batmobile from Mattel, from a 1966 TV show. He looks pretty neat in there, and due to his costume not being too on the dark side, he's got like the blue and grays. It kind of blends in and kind of still like the same, like 1966 Adam West Batman was in this car. Batman has used this car in the comic book, so it's not to say that it's just based on a TV show. So as you can see, Batman fits in very nicely in the car. Snug. Now the trick for this one, I will tell you, is that you have to get his legs kind of in the up kicking position so it can slip underneath this part here. There's a little blocker at this point. Once you get the legs past that, he will slide right in, even with the cape and everything, and with the seat belt, as you can see there. You could put it on. I just didn't put it on just right now, but it will fit across him. And this is how he looks in the 1966 Batmobile. Once they make a Robin, you can have him sit right beside him. Pretty neat. Alright, on to the next one. Next up is 2012 Batmobile from Mattel. I believe it was based on the Batman, I guess Batman's superhero line. I forgot the exact name of it. When they're using Batman in many different like costumes and stuff like that. They made quite a few vehicles for that line. So this vehicle here is a single person driving vehicle. It's pretty neat. It does have like a feature which would be ram here in front and cockpits here. So without further ado, let's see how he looks inside of this vehicle. So this Batman fits a little bit more snug in this vehicle, seeing how it's just a one-seater. As you can see, same concept, you just have to slide them in there. Cape fits nice, lots of room, doesn't really wiggle, and of course the cockpit does close. And there you go, you have Batman inside of another Batmobile. It's very nice. I like this little feature here. And there's a button here for the missile, which I took out just so I don't fire it by accidentally, but very, very nice. And there you have another vehicle that Batman can fit in. Alright, so there we go, and now we're going to check out the next vehicle that your Batman icon figure can go in. Now this next vehicle may be a little bit harder to come by if you don't already have it in your collection, and it's from Batman Forever movie. It's a Batmobile from that time. It does light up and everything. One of the features, it has a missile. So this Batman can fit in here, but this one is a little bit more trickier because it does have the leg room. It's just that the problem you gotta have a lot with here, the problem you really gotta have a lot with here is his cape. So the way I found to get him into this vehicle best is to kind of fold his cape at least once here, halfway up his back, and then proceed to try to sit him in. Like I said, there's lots of leg room, but it's the cape that you're gonna have a lot of problem with once you get him in this car. But once you get that cape partly folded, he kind of fits in, and you just gotta give him a little extra push to make sure he stays in there. Like I said, the leg room is there. Anyway, anytime you're going to check for a vehicle to see if the figure will fit, it's always best to check for the leg room and stuff just by putting 2 fingers inside there, and you can get a little idea of how much leg room you have to fit him in there. Well, looks like the second time around trying to fit him in is a little bit more problematic. I did get him the first shot I did. The only thing is this thing here, the cockpit's gonna be popping up a bit. But if you want, you can actually remove the cockpit, and then you will have him sitting in like one of those old style like Batmobiles, like from The Killing Joke or something like that. And this is how he looks inside of the vehicle without the cockpit. It looks a little crushed up and stuff. That's why I say this one's probably one of the tightest and most difficult one to fit him in. Not really the best one. So this vehicle might be the worst one to try and fit the Icons Batman in. But if you're up to it, it's worth a try. Like I said, it all comes down to the cape. Because right now, even when I push him down, he'll fit nice and he will stay. The cockpit will stay on. They will be able to close. But because of the cape is like really rubbery, and that's what keeps pushing the Batman up and lifting up the cockpit. Anyways, let's continue on. Let's just change it up a bit and show you something other than the Batmobile. And like, why not see if any of his flight vehicles you can fit the Batman Icons figure in. Alright, so here's an oldie but goodie of mine, and this is the Batjet from, I believe it's Batman Returns. That's the one with the Penguin and Catwoman. They did a lot of offset vehicles that weren't in the movie, and this is one of them. I could be mistaken, could be from the first Batman. This is both from either way, it was around the time of the Tim Burton movies, and this one is based on the design from, if those of you remember Silverhawks, the Silverhawks jet, because it has the same exact pretty much design except for the cone here, the missile, done differently. Because the one from Silverhawks has a beak, but it still has the same wing-like feature. So, let's see how Batman looks in the Batjet. So, this one is a little bit more simple. Just make sure his arms are bent inwards. You have to bend his knees, twist his ankles here at this point. The cape's in, his head's in the back there and everything. And then you just close the cockpit, and there we go. Batman is in the jet, ready for flight. You can kind of see him in there. And yeah, sorry for the little, well, that's not really dust, that's just scrapes and stuff. Because hey, I played with this jet a long time ago and a lot. So there you go. Batman's got this one-man pursuit jet. Pretty neat. Alright, let's check on another vehicle for Batman. Another oldie but goodie for my collection is this mini Batcycle around the Tim Burton era of the Batman movies. Of course, you might recognize it because this cycle, I believe, was used for a RoboCop line as well. And it's a cool little mini pursuit bike if you want that Batman on a small little motorcycle chasing down like Joker or any other criminals out there. So let's take a look and see how he looks on this. So concept's pretty much the same as one of the other vehicles. You just have to bend his legs, get his arms out there like that, put the legs on the side. Like I said, it's a really small pursuit vehicle. Just angle his legs like this, and there we go. You have him on a little bat motorcycle here, chase down the criminals. You can just angle the arms up more. It's always got to adjust it. That's the whole thing about him being articulated. You can even angle his feet like this, and there you have a nice little pursuit motorcycle for. So, and there you have it. You just pull him here like this, and there you have Batman on his motorcycle to chase down criminals all throughout Gotham. Little pursuit motorcycle. Pretty neat. Alright, so let's go on to the next vehicle. That's a little bit more easy, might be more easier to find out there in the wild.